my friends, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. In yesterday's video, we did end our day mid-conversation with Caesar, so we're going to head back to that and ask, what is that machine in your tent?
It's called an Auto Doc. As the name suggests, it's an automated physician, more or less. He can treat broken bones, cuts, punctures, scrapes. Sometimes I bestow its use upon someone I favor. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers and is largely ignorant of medical science.
You know about auto docs, but you don't know about stealth boys? That seems strange. I'm done working for you. What is the machine in your tent?
It's called an Auto Doc.
That's enough questions, I guess. Well, I don't want to say I'm done working for you because then I'm afraid they'll attack me. So sure, I'll totally eliminate Mr. House for you.
Good. Don't know what kind of security he has inside the Lucky 38, but if you can find a way of catching him off guard, do so.
Sure. Am I still on the quest Render unto Caesar? That was not as long of a conversation as I thought I was going to have with Caesar, but you know what? It's fine. Anything else?
Until Mr. House has been dealt with, you and I have nothing to talk about.
Who is back here behind you?
True to Kaiser.
Oh, you're Lucious Lanius. Oh, hi.
It is a great honor for anyone outside the Legion to get an audience with Kaiser.
I don't know. I was expecting somebody bigger, more intimidating. Is there anything you need me to do? Is there anything you can tell me about the Legate?
He's the best warrior in the Legion. A full legionary by the time he was 12, he's never lost a battle. Had the Legate been in command during the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Legion would have won. I have no doubt about that.
This isn't Legate Lanius. This is just Lucious. It's fine. Are you the Legion's second in command?
No. Legate Lanius is Kaiser's second. The Legate replaced the Burned Man after the Legion's defeat at the dam several years ago.
Who is this Burned Man? Oh, tell me about the Burned Man.
The Burned Man was Kaiser's advisor and general when the Legion was originally formed. The Burned Man led us to a disastrous defeat at the dam. On Kaiser's orders, the Burned Man was covered in pitch by the Praetorian Guard, lit on fire, and cast into the Grand Canyon.
Oh my gosh.
Kaiser has forbidden us from ever speaking his true name again. And so we simply refer to him as the Burned Man.
Uh-huh. Okay. I've noticed that you don't carry a gun.
It's a tradition in the Praetorians to specialize in unarmed combat, because weapons can break or jam when needed most. However, our unarmed techniques favor offense over defense. We can charge the enemy and flatten him with our first strike before he can react.
Can you teach me the Praetorian unarmed technique? No.
I've watched you move, and I can tell you simply don't have the skill to learn the technique.
Okay. I have some general questions for you. I know there's one up here, but I'm going to hold off on that one for a second.
I'll answer if I can.
How did you end up joining the Legion?
When I was a boy, the Legion conquered my tribe. I was chosen for training as a legionary. I fought in many battles for the Legion. Eventually, Kaiser chose me to lead his Praetorian Guard. It was a great honor.
What happened to the rest of your tribe?
Girls and women were enslaved, and many of the men and boys were also chosen to become legionaries. The rest were killed.
You don't hate the Legion for what it did to your tribe?
We were savages. The Legion raised us up, made us better than what we were.
Sure.
What did you want to talk about? Very well.
I thought there were a whole lot more questions. Here we go. What do you think about the NCR?
The NCR Rangers are the biggest threat. Without them, the NCR is nothing.
I've noticed legionaries prefer using machetes as weapons. Is this going to get me to the same unarmed conversation?
Kaiser has taught us that over-reliance on firearms can only weaken us in the long run. It's why we train heavily with our blades and our fists. Unlike an NCR trooper, a legionary is always ready to fight, regardless of the circumstance he finds himself in.
How did the NCR defeat the Legion at Hoover Dam before then?
We had the numbers, but not the tactics. I know. I was there at Boulder City when we were defeated. We relied too much on veteran legionaries for direction and leadership, and the Rangers exploited our weakness by killing our best from afar.
More questions. There are a lot of tents here.
And just about every one of them is occupied. Not all at the same time, usually. Groups of legionaries come and go all the time. This is also only one camp of many. You might have noticed the other camps down by the river.
That might be it. Okay. Now I will ask, hesitantly, is there anything that you need me to do?
We recently obtained an artillery weapon, but we don't have the part or the skill to fix it.
What do you need the artillery for? I thought you guys were all about hand-to-hand combat.
The best marksmen of the NCR are usually at the rear of any battle. The gun will allow us to strike at them.
Where did you get it anyways?
The trader Dale Barton salvaged it from a military base in Arizona.
Oh.
Yuma, I believe.
It's way down there. I'll see what I can do.
The tribe calling themselves the Boomers is obsessed with such weapons, I've been told. You can probably find a spare firing mechanism there.
Okay, yeah, they were on my list of things I wanted to
What?
try, and they were on my list of things I wanted to try to go and do this week, was visiting the Boomers, among lots of other things, but we'll see how it all goes. I'm hidden. Technically, I'm hidden. Oh, it's very hard. MK3 auto dock. This is the Mark III auto dock primarily used for routine surgeries. However, the diagnostic scanning unit is burnt out, rendering this auto dock useless. Again, you know about auto docks, but not stealth boys? Okay, so I have another new quest. I hear you knocking. Get a replacement firing mechanism for the Legion's howitzer from the Boomers. I feel like I saw that on my way in here, maybe?
Was there more for us to discuss?
Tell me about the burned man.
Ah, yes. We are forbidden from speaking his true name. He was a shaman of some kind before he met Caesar, a holy man from out of the Utah. The burned man proved dangerous, unpredictable, and impossible to kill. He helped Caesar form the Legion, but almost led it to destruction.
Is he the same guy that he was talking about yesterday? Joshua something or other? Joshua Graham?
Wale.
I mean, probably not, but...
Until Mr. House has been dealt with, you and I have nothing
You have nothing to
talk
say
about.
to me. That's really kind of annoying, actually.
Hey,
Hey?
The legionaries fret like women over rumors of rangers in black armor.
Oh? Oh. I want Edie, not the dog. Can you make ammo? What ammo can you make? Again, I can't make 22s, but I can make 10 millimeters. I got 8 rounds. That doesn't seem right. Nope, that was right. Okay, come on, we need to leave this place eventually. Reinitiate, follow protocols.
What's up?
And let's get
Aw.
going. Okay, saving. And then, well, let's see if the creepy guy over here knows anything about the burned man.
What?
What do you know about the burned man?
He's a story to frighten the younger legionaries. He's dead. No man, no matter how tough, could survive a fall into the Grand Canyon.
I have never been, but I would agree with you. It's a really big hole in the ground.
Later.
And wasn't he also rolled and pitched, didn't he say, and set on fire? I feel like, you know, he should be very, very dead.
What do you need from me?
What do you know about the burned man?
Ask someone else, woman.
You are such a grump.
Go.
I mean, he clearly is a female hater. Look, there's Benny. With only... He's only got one leg left. I don't feel bad about it. Let's ask the lady over here whose name I don't want to say.
You got Melody, her bear, back. Very kind of you.
You're welcome. Tell me about the burned man.
A vengeful spirit. Some of the more superstitious women claim. He was a great leader of the Legion before he failed Caesar. The story says he was set on fire and thrown into the Grand Canyon, but his angry spirit rose from the ashes of his corpse, looking for revenge. Nonsense, probably, but there's no doubt that many in the Legion believe he's still alive somehow.
Really?
Okay.
I don't see how, but okay. All right, let me flag the quest that I was coming over here to work on anyway, 1,000,000 years ago. Left my heart. Was it 1,000,000 years ago? It was a few videos ago.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries.
That's a lot of that is a lot of tents.
The new slave girls are quite beautiful.
Oh, stop speaking to me. Please stop. Oh, this poor lady. Is there a way that...
I heard rumors that one of the tribes west of the river may join the Legion.
Oh? Is there a way that I can set free all the slaves here, I hope?
Howdy again.
Hi.
Be seeing you around.
Okay. I would like to leave, but I don't have all my stuff.
They say the Legion's bringing in veterans from out in Arizona. Must be getting ready to attack.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
Is there really not a way to... Wasn't there a guy who was supposed to be here? Am I allowed to just leave now? Because I don't have all my stuff, I don't think. Let me do a hard save just in case. Now we'll fast travel. Okay, equipment restored. You retrieved your confiscated equipment on your way out of the fort. Okay, great. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. This is awful.
Hello. It's said the Legion's veterans will arrive from Arizona soon.
They're a sight to behold. Great. Okay, well, I wanted to... There was the guy in here with a name. Oop. He's up here, I think. Where? See, this is the problem when I come not in the daytime. They've all vanished somewhere. So we'll stand up and sleep again. Get everybody to their right spots, and then I can follow up with them. Because there were 2 or 3 people here I could talk to. I want to see if they know anything else about this burned man. Or anything else since my conversation with Caesar. Hello, Aurelius.
Yes? Name your concern.
I guess that's it.
Wallet.
There was somebody else, I think. Here you go. Severus?
Wait. Name your business.
Nope.
Wale.
All right, so I need to free my little family here.
Hey.
Oh. Wild Wasteland. What was it, though? Let me look it up. All right, I think I found it. It had to do with the writing I saw, Romanus est und domus. which means Romans go home. I saw that before I went over to the fort a few videos ago, and the Wild Wasteland didn't pop up. But anyways, it's scrawled on the northern wall of Cottonwood Cove HQ in Cottonwood Cove. Some upstart has scrawled the graffiti Romanus und Domus. This is a reference, apparently, to a scene from Monty Python's Life of Brian, in which Brian is writing graffiti on a palace wall and uses the same incorrect inflection trying to write Romans go home, but instead writing people called Romanes, they go the house. He is then corrected by a centurion, John Cleese, who forces him to write the correct version on the wall 100 times by the next morning or have his balls cut off, apparently. So there you go. That was that Wild Wasteland. It's strange it didn't pop up the first time I was over here. Okay, so I am trying to talk to Canyon Runner.
Awe, have you come to sell or trade for captures?
By captures, do you mean slaves? How much would it cost to buy the 3 captures? How did the Legion set up camp on this side of the river? Let's try that one.
It was easy. The Colorado was narrow here, and when the profligates abandoned Searchlight, there was no one to guard the crossing. It's just a small outpost, but we keep busy. Raiding parties go out, new captures come in.
How did you join Caesar's Legion?
I have Blackfoot in me, the first tribe that Caesar ever led in battle, the tribe that formed the Legion. If not for him, we'd still be living in tents or shacks, scavenging for food like animals, if we were alive at all.
Who is Cursor Lucullus?
The best cursor in the Legion. You'll reach Fortification Hill without incident, that's for sure. Wait until you see the encampment, how massive it is, and a personal audience with mighty Caesar. Glorious.
Yeah, I already did all that. Yeah, by captures, do you mean slaves?
No. They haven't yet earned the right to be called slaves.
Oh,
Those
geez.
3 in the pen are captures, nothing more. I'm a slave master, so I know what I'm talking about. Back at the fort, I'd have those 3 half-broken and well on their way. But this is just a holding area, so all I do is assess their fitness and decide whether to send them on.
It doesn't bother you enslaving people?
Why would it bother me to enslave these wretches? They have no purpose, no creed, no honor. They live in pitiful squalor, undisciplined, intemperate. To enslave them is to save them, to give them purpose and virtue. Honestas industria prudentia. Even the virtues of slaves are beyond the dissolute on this side of the river.
Okay, well, how much would it cost to buy the 3 captures then?
It's a weak bunch, to be honest. I'd rather have extra currency to buy supplies or better captures off traders. There's a boy, too old to be trained as a legionary. Normally they would have to die, but he's too frail to make trouble. The old woman's dried up, but she could keep house or do gardening if she can learn to keep her mouth shut. The girl's the only one of real value, young enough to breed, not hideous to look at. What's your offer for the lot?
I think I just vomited. Any fool can see that girl has all the symptoms of pustular hypomyalgia. What? Let's try it.
Pustula? What? Is that contagious? That doesn't
Totally.
sound good at all.
I'll give you 150 caps for the lot.
Seems I'm fortunate to get that much for them, given the circumstances. Here, this is the key to their collars. You want to take those off before you go far, trust me.
Why?
Wale.
Or are they like suicide collars so they can't run away?
Hey.
Let's talk to Mama over here.
When will we be free? Anything that gets us out of here, please.
I'm confused. Oh, use the key. Okay.
When will we be free?
I've paid for the 3 of you. You are free to go.
Thank you. I don't think we'll ever be able to repay you, but we'll do our best one day, once I found a place to settle.
Oh, wait.
Hello. Thank you so much for freeing me.
You're welcome.
True to Caesar.
Where are you guys going? Wasn't there something about the collars I was supposed to deal with? Are you guys okay? They seem fine? I'm slightly concerned. Should I follow them? I'm slightly concerned their heads are gonna pop off. Are we gonna follow them? Yeah, for a little bit. Oh, they're stuck. You guys okay?
Though you aren't of the Legion, you've aided us more than once.
Oh!
We acquire many items on our raids, some useless to us, some forbidden. I've provided you the location of a drop box where you can obtain these items. The box will be replenished every few days.
Oh.
Please be aware that we'll assume any items left in the box will be unwanted and be removed and destroyed.
For how long will I get this benefit?
Stay an ally of the Legion, and we will share our loot with you. If you start working against us or become an enemy, our deal ends.
Okay. Bye.
True to Kaiser.
Caesar's favor. Well, they're gone. I wonder where they went to. I feel like that was way easier than I was expecting. And like I said, I'm slightly concerned that I didn't disarm their collars or something like that. Because he said I needed to mine them, but, you know, maybe they're fine. Maybe they're okay. All right, but the quest, not to be totally distracted. Return to Frank Weathers. We'll go back to him and tell him I saved his family. The family that apparently he abandoned and was also abusive towards. He is a very bad man.
People are whispering everywhere about the massive Legion army gathering past the Colorado.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty big.
Have you found my family yet?
About your family.
Yes. Have you found them?
Yes, they're all alive.
They are? Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. But wait, where are they?
Your family doesn't want you around. You need to clean up, Frank. Why would I tell an abusive bastard like you? Oh, they're going to the old Mormon fort. I should check up on them for their old Mormon fort. Okay, I'll try to remember to go back there. Let's go with the second one, though.
What? Why won't you tell me? Did my wife put you up to this? What lies did she tell you?
You're a slimy, yellow-bellied bastard. You don't deserve a family. Your family doesn't want you around. Let's go with the second one.
You're right. I've been a mean son of a bitch the past couple years.
You have.
What am I supposed to do? I've got no money left, and now my family has abandoned me.
Maybe don't be an abusive, horrible person. Think about it, Frank. What do you have to... No. First one.
You're right. I've been a mean son of a bitch the past couple years. It won't be easy, but I'll try going sober. Maybe then my family will want me back. Thank you for doing what you can. I won't let this go to waste.
I didn't want him to delete himself. Okay, so we're going to put everything into sneak. And I get no other perks. So next time we'll try to max out science, maybe? And then lockpick. And then we'll see how it goes. Great if I could just find more magazines. All right, where am I at karma-wise now? I'm a superhuman who is still neutral. Okay, sure. All right, now, but I had an idea for another quest that I wanted to work on. It's one that I've also, again, had for a while. So the quest was You Can Depend on Me, where I had jobs to do for Alice McCafferty, and I've done one of them. One of them is optional, but the other one was to go and negotiate with Cass to buy out Cassidy caravans for the Crimson Caravan Company. And I know where she is, so I can go all the way back over here to the Mojave Outpost. Although I wonder, does Mr. New Vegas have anything new to say?
Howdy, folks, it's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening.
Oh.
Here are our top stories. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. Also, tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime. Got some songs coming up for you right now. At least one is probably about love.
It's an NCR veteran ranger.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
That armor just
almost makes you wish
it just looks nice. Wow, another one. It just looks smart, doesn't it? All right, Cass is in here. Let's chit-chat with... Well, let me empty my bags. I feel like I have picked up some items to sell.
Just mine.
All right, found a few items I think I might
need.
Trying to find some 22 ammo, and I wasn't sure what these plinkings are for the 22. I'm hoping they're like shells or something, or refurbed shells, but let's sit down and have a little chit-chat with Cass. It's been a while since we've seen her.
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind?
Crimson Caravan sent me. They want to buy out your caravan. Jean-Baptiste and Freeside wanted to meet with you. Interested in following me to Freeside. I feel like this is going to result in something bad happen to Cass. But the first one is what I need to do for my quest with the Crimson Caravan.
They want to buy Cassidy caravans? Don't they know it's burned to ash? No. Even times being what they are. Not sure I'm looking to sell. Even for all the whiskey in Reno.
Wait, what happened to your caravan? Why not? You haven't even seen the offer yet. First one.
Mojave happened. Hit by raiders packing some heavy firepower. Can't believe the Crimson Caravan haven't heard. So if you want to buy all of Cassidy caravans, you're looking at it. And what I got in my pockets. Still, as little as that is, not looking to sell.
So even if you have nothing at all, you won't sell? Why not?
If someone came up to you and offered you 1,000 caps for your name, would you take it? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to hear your answer anyway. Point is, I made the caravan what it is. It's mine.
I have the offer letter here. The terms are fair. I mean, you said it's kind of dead in the water anyway, right? So what? I mean, I understand not wanting to give up something that you built with your own blood, sweat, and tears, but I feel like you've reached that point where it might be time to move on. But let's see what she says.
Alice McLafferty, eh? No, I see the zeros, and I know she's good for them. Still, it's not about the money. Dad'd spin like a twister if he ever heard I sold our name for anything.
You sure?
Look, I know you came all this way, and that takes some drive, especially these days. Just doesn't feel right, trading history for a slip of paper.
It's just a name. This is money. Maybe there's something else we could trade. This outpost is the last place you'd want to be trapped. If you made the caravan, then you're responsible for killing it. Can we try the barter ones?
Just a name?
Oh no.
You obviously don't know me at all to sweet talk me like that. You take your letter, pay my respects to Alice, then kindly go fuck yourself.
Maybe there's something else we could trade.
You are definitely barking up the wrong bar stool. Whatever you're suggesting, not interested.
Okay, now let's try this outpost is the last place you'd want to be trapped.
That's a good point. It's the caravan clearance that's got me stuck here. I'm sure this bar's getting tired of propping me up. Give me that paper. I'll put my name to it. No sense trying to hold the past between your fingers when it's nothing but dirt. All right. There you go. Caravan's yours. Feel kind of relieved, actually. Guess I didn't realize how much I was carrying around with just the name.
Well, what are you going to do now?
No idea. Maybe head back west? Though the idea of heading back there with my tail between my legs isn't appealing.
There's other places to go, or you could come with me. I was hoping she was going to be a companion. But let's do the first one first.
Where? Like Vegas? Shoot and spit enough friends out. East? Get put in one of Caesar's little camps? No thanks. Head back west? I already know the big circle and everyone in it, except now I go back there ruined. Never really realized how small the Mojave is getting nowadays. Hard to find a place to go that's worthwhile.
Again, you could come with me.
You got one too many by my count.
Oh, I need to...
You take care now.
I need to get rid of Veronica. Okay, Veronica, let's chit-chat for a second.
What's up?
Questions? Oh, can you tell me anything about this platinum chip?
Yeah. It's not for poker.
Really?
I've never seen anything quite like it, but I can tell you it looks like it was fabricated before the war, and not at a mint. Some kind of tech. I'm gonna say mid-2200s. Hold on to it. Might be your lucky chip.
Anything else? Okay, I trade equipment.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Nope, you have nothing on you, but it's time for us to part ways.
Why does everyone...
And go to the Lucky 38.
Nice.
Order all the room service you want. Let's save and talk to Miss Cass again.
You come around like a bad habit.
I guess first one?
No idea. Maybe...
Okay, you can come with me.
Go with you? And why the hell would I do that?
Why not? I could use someone who knows the roads. Stay here. You know exactly what's going to happen day in and day out. Do you really want to stay in this shithole? Let's try it.
The Outpost lost its charm about 3 bottles ago. And that was just this morning. Walking the Mojave with you can't be any worse than here. That's for sure.
Yay!
All right. I'm in.
Cass is giving you the Whiskey Rose perk.
Caravan of 2 now.
No, we have Edie. That's 3. I mean, she's a robot, but the Legion is totally scared of her, so don't worry about it. Whiskey Rose. While Cass is a companion, she and the player gain damage threshold when they drink whiskey. Additionally, the player does not suffer intelligence loss from consuming alcohol and ignores the negative effects of alcohol addiction. Okay, well, I guess that's something. Let's talk to her.
Well, now that I'm free of the Outpost, was wondering if you'd mind making a detour.
Oh?
I'd like to pay my respects to the end of Cassidy caravans. Check out the site where they died.
Where was your caravan hit?
Upside of Vegas, here tell. Trapped at the Mojave Outpost, so I wasn't able to run there when I heard. Been weeks since it was hit, so the site's probably a cazador nest by now.
Lovely. How did you catch word of it? Think there's anything left? Site's probably nothing but bones and sand by now. Already been there, nothing worth finding. No, we'll go there again in case she has any dialogue to say, but first one here.
Got word back on what happened from Rangers. Guess they found enough in the wreckage to identify it.
Think there's anything left?
Only wishful thinking on my part, most likely. At the least, I'd like to pay my respects. I got them into this mess. I owe them that much.
Well, let's go then.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Some of the caravan might be ash, but we were expecting raiders and over-inquisitive NCR border guards. There might be something left. If I'm there with you, shouldn't be hard to spot. And I'd prefer to see the bodies with my own eyes.
Okay, but I have other questions.
Ask them then.
Interested in following me to Freeside? Oh, no, not that one. Can you tell me anything about this platinum chip?
Well, no idea why your friend Mr. House wants it, but I'm guessing it's not for the caps. Ask him.
Where'd you get that pendant?
Gift from my dad, along with my name. Rose of Sharon Cassidy. Mom said he got the name out of some old world book about dirt pilgrims. Name sure sounds sweet, though. Anyway, pendant's a little rose. Originally thought it was one of Mom's tribal necklaces, but no. Came from Dad.
Your mother was a tribal?
You know, like one of the tribes from the east. We got 'em out west, too. NCR's herding them up, though, domesticating them. Mom was from east of the Colorado, though. Not sure what tribe. Was before the time Caesar rounded them up, made them legion. She walked a hell of a way until she crossed paths with my dad, and he convinced her to stop walking. And lucky for me, he was a horny old bastard.
That's one way to put it.
Didn't ask Mom to elaborate. Never heard her complain about his bedroom behavior. Only complain he wasn't around to do it no more.
Tell me about your dad.
Not much to tell. He ended up walking east one day when I was young and never came back. Not a family deserter like some, though. Mom died waiting for him, and she had me to raise. She was sick, but she held off dying until I was old enough to be getting into trouble with the boys. As for Dad, I figure he just got himself lost or dead. Happens. And I'm not all boo-hoo about it, so save your glass for someone who's crying.
Okay. Any idea why he went east?
Not a clue. When he left, I was 2 in my crib to understand why, and around the time Mom passed, I was 2 into my teens to listen. Got his name, got this pendant, and that's about it.
I'm really glad that your mom stayed alive long enough for you to be old enough to probably just barely take care of yourself, but take care of yourself. Anyway, where did you learn to shoot?
Short of caps is what taught me mostly. Ammo's expensive, so I learned to make every shot count. And hear tell my dad was a crack shot, so I don't want to dirty the family name. Not out of pride. Respect.
Okay. And where did you learn to handle dynamite?
Dynamite's for when you don't have enough bullets, want to clear a pass or scare off geckos from a caravan. Some of Twister's out of the divide can block off a pass in no time, so you learn how to handle powder so you don't get trapped somewhere. Any event, I prefer shooting if it comes down to an argument. Don't worry, I'll carry my weight if a disagreement arises.
Okay. Any other weapons you know how to use?
What, you mean like spears? No, none of that. Mom was a tribal, but she didn't teach me anything like that. Ask him then.
You any good in a fight? I certainly hope so.
I'm fair with chucking dynamite, not bad with a pistol, if I do say so myself. Carry a knife, too, but that's more for practical reasons. Prefer settling things with my fists, though. Made more friends than corpses in bar fights. Plan on keeping it that way. Don't think I'm some kind of Vault City pacifist, though. If things get heated, I'll start shooting. Trust me.
Great.
Ask him then.
Is whiskey your drink of choice? I would assume so.
Not sure if I chose it or it chose me. Dad ran a bar a long time ago, and it was a labor of love, Mom said. Didn't sound like it made her happy. Still, I'm guessing I got some of Dad's love of whiskey in me because the burn suits me fine. Used to call me Whiskey Rose back west, before I punched enough people, so now they say it. But quiet, and when I'm not around.
Whiskey Rose?
Yeah, on account of my name. And the blossoms on my cheeks when I drink too much. Won most of those fights, too. Can take a hell of a punch and give it right back when I've got a bottle in me. It's all in how you drink it, though. There's a trick to it. When we pass the bottle, I'll show you how it's done.
Oh, okay. Where do you usually go to drink?
There's usually a bar in every stop along the road. Helps me sleep. Well, not really, but I tell myself that. Sometimes I have to brew it myself if I'm too far from a bar. Not quality, but I'm for anything that takes the edge off the day.
Wait, you can make moonshine?
Yeah. What else are you gonna do with an empty bottle? Wait for it to refill itself? Get me some ingredients out of the Mojave, an empty bottle, a little time, and I'll keep us stocked.
Okay, so maize, 2 mute fruits, yeast, and a fission battery? Next time, maybe.
All right, then.
Oh, no, I'm not done talking.
Careful where you flash that chip of yours. Not sure what kind of caps it's worth, but it's a tempting target.
I really like her outfit. Like the jacket and the shirt and everything. And the jeans. I want her clothes.
Ask him then.
How'd you get started in the caravan business?
Started? Took to it like a fish to water. Well, if you know what a fish is.
I'm familiar. Do you know what a fish is?
Well, of course I do. It's this slimy, scaled thing. Like a lake lurk, except no legs. Well, most times. They're like birds, except they stay underwater. Anyway, I've seen pictures. One guy even had one above his bar in Reading, except it was made of pre-war plastic. He used to say it could sing, but I figured he was on a jet rush.
Okay, it's clear you don't know what a fish is, but anyway, so you just started in the caravan?
Actually, it sort of fell on me. My feet get antsy if I stay in one place, like the Mojave Outpost. It's driving me crazy, that feeling of being trapped there. So thanks for that.
You're welcome. So you travel a lot?
Yeah. West, east, and pass through places enough times people would sometimes pay me some caps to take something to the next town.
Like a courier?
Well, not as glamorous, I guess. Roads back west were safer in most places. Most. Anyway, occurred to me I could scratch the traveling itch and get paid for it. Cassidy caravans formed around me. Rest is history.
Okay,
Ask
more
'em
questions. How's caravan life in the Mojave?
Well, I'm not one for soft living. Or soft men, let me tell you. I'm guessing neither are you.
Soft men don't stay that way around me, I've found. That's rarely an issue. Black Widow option?
Well, don't let the soldiers drink too much, and I'd agree with you most time. Fucking whiskey dicks. My point before is that you know the Mojave, and it's a hard place.
And caravan life's the same way?
The caravan fighting here in the Mojave, it's been downright brutal. The amount of caravan space you reserve for ammo alone. And if it's not raiders, powder gangers, it's NCR tolls. They need to get the money from somewhere, even if it's Vegas bound.
Do you deal mostly with the NCR?
Anyone wise does. Vegas families pay on time, from what I've heard. Even the Emeritus. The white gloves pay on time, but they're creepy. Deal with anyone else, though, you're taking a big risk.
They're creepy cannibals. But what about the Caesar's Legion?
The Legion? What about them? I don't trade caps or supply anyone who keeps slaves and treats women like Brahmin in those camps of theirs.
Yeah. Did they deal with any caravans at all? Let's ask.
There's some caravans that deal with the Legion, yes. And as much as it pains me to say it, any caravan marked by the Legion is safe as houses. They guard their roads, their supply lines. Even fiends would hesitate before going after any trader dealing with Legion.
Wow, that's pretty intimidating. Just the sight of a Legion caravan makes you kind of second guess, but you sound frustrated.
I am. If NCR took the same stand and committed patrols to the roads, then I'd think that'd solve a lot of their problems right there. But they don't. Caravans get butchered in the Mojave all the time, like mine. And so fucking close to Vegas, you could see it from the wall.
There must be good parts of the Republic. NCR sounds like it has a lot to answer for. First one.
NCR tries. It's just that trying doesn't mean a whole lot when you're paying your respects to the dead. And Legion, from what I've heard, they don't do the stop tolls on the roads or in the outposts like some NCR quartermasters do. You're lucky if you turn a profit sometimes. If some new officer gets assigned a route, the fees just get worse.
Oh, jeez. Any other differences between the Legion and NCR? There's lots, I'm sure.
Much as I hate the Legion, caravan life would be a hell of a lot easier if they ran the roads. Well, as long as those companies were run by men. And that's the biggest issue I see.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. But I think there's people on the NCR side who feel more strongly than I do.
What do you mean?
Some caravans deal with the Legion now because the security. If towns could get the same protection, a lot more tempting than you'd think. A bunch of people would be willing to side with the Legion to not have to worry about fiends and boomers and powder ganger attacks. It's not hard for some folks to sell freedom when the alternative is worse. Especially if being with NCR is going to get you on a Legion cross. Ask him then.
Yeah, it's complicated. All right, well, I'm going to say never mind. Let's move on.
Sounds good to me.
And pause things here today. But in tomorrow's video, we will continue talking to Cass and then head out to somewhere else. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Fallout New Vegas video.